I did something. I went onto Facebook and I shared a project that I'm working on with my kid to Facebook, asking for some brainstorming advice. I went into one of those finance groups thinking that these guys might have some actual ideas that could help. Here's a scenario. I want to empower my daughter to see the value in using money to make money rather than just trading her time. So she can babysit. One day, hopefully she can lifeguard. She could find ways to trade her time for money, and probably decent money. But that isn't the point of an exercise. I want to show her that if she built something, a system, process, she could figure out a way to generate money to buy the things that she wants so that she doesn't have to work to get those things. It's one of those things like when you see something and you say, I can't afford that. I'm trying to teach her to say, how can I afford that? Okay, so there's a very different mind shift of how you imagine paying for things. So I'd rather everybody, quite honestly, figure out how to use money or tools to create the money you need to buy the thing that you want to buy. Okay? In this case here, let's just say it was a phone. She wants to buy a phone. Again, she doesn't. I'm not buying her a phone, but let's say she wants to buy a phone. And let's just say the amount for a phone these days, call it $1,000 or so. We were going to do this scenario. I was going to allow her to use our family bank to borrow $1,000 if she paid back, call it $1,200. So basically turn into $100 a month loan for 12 months and then it's paid off. So rather than her use $1,000, which she doesn't have, I would rather her pay $100 a month for 12 months and it grows our family bank by a couple $100 and she can figure out how to generate $100 a month a lot easier than $1,000 up front. And I've even given her access to money that I would let her use if she needed to find a way to generate money. The problem is she has to bring that money back to me after. I'll give her a few bucks, 3,000, 4,000, whatever, in order to generate $100 a month. Buy something, start something, use human capital, use human leverage. I brought up ideas like, what if you started a dog walking thing in the neighborhood and you take the responsibility for trying to organize for all this, find the dogs, find the customers, and find possible dog walkers. And your take is, you don't have to be the one who's walking the dogs because I don't want you to, but in exchange, you coordinate for that. So you create a system for generating. All she has to do is make $100 a month. This was the goal. So I went to Facebook and asked some questions for some people. I went on to LinkedIn and just asked some questions in groups that I think people would understand why I'm doing this. Man, the hate. People are all like, why would you teach your daughter how to get into debt? This is terrible of you. I'm like, people, drop the pitchforks. There's amazing opportunities when you use debt. In fact, the only way out of, I feel, lower middle class or even middle class is to use debt strategically. And anyways, that didn't land very well. So long story short, I do believe the best way to pay for things is to find other people to pay for those things. And the way you do that is not by trading your time, which is not scalable. It's by creating systems or processes or value. Bottom line is you're creating value for somebody and they're willing to exchange money for that value. How can you create value such that it doesn't take your time? So we're mingling family banking, we're mingling brain work, we're mingling financial literacy to try and create this package that once you master, you can do this for everything. Why not? There's no limit on what you can do. You got a car payment, you're paying $1,000 a month in car payments. Well, why are you paying for it? Could you find a way to generate $1,000 a month using your brain? You're working smarter, not harder. Could you find something? Could it be a side hustle that doesn't require your time? It's not an 8 hours a day thing. I challenge you to look for that. I challenge you to see if there's possibilities for that. And I would welcome comments on the strategy, on how this could work, on brainstorming, if you will, because I think together we can get wealth up.